Yo guys, International back with a new video. Today we're going to be showing you exactly how to send out your loops for collabs and placements. Let's go. Make sure you join our producers Discord link below. It's full of like-minded producers, hustling, collabing, trying to make some money, so go do that right now. Before we get into the methods, make sure your loops are good. If they're not good, take time to practice, take time to get your loops hard, otherwise nobody will use them. So we're going to be showing you the exact steps that we use to send out our loops for collabs and placements the right way. First up, we're going to be talking about how many loops you need to be sending out and how often. We like to send our loops out once a week on the same day, so producers always know when they're getting International's loops. After months of sending anywhere from 1 loop all the way up to about 15 loops, we found that sending about 3 or 4 is always going to be the best. If you're sending out more than 10 loops, it's almost going to be like a chore for the producer to go all through them, and if there's even one bad loop, it's going to put a bad name on the rest of them. We found that the sweet spot is anywhere between 3 to 6 samples, but saying that, they all need to be super high quality. If you can only come up with 3 high quality loops per week, do that. If you can do 6, you can go ahead and do 6. Alright, next step is how to export and label your loops the right way. So it's going to quickly run you through how we would export and label our loop ready to send out. Once you finish the loop, you're going to stem it out like this. We like to leave a 2-bar gap between the tracks so there's no interference with delays and reverbs and people know where to chop. You want to export your loop as an MP3 and WAV file. The reason you do this is so you can send out your loops as smaller files to producers, and if they prefer the WAV file, you can send it to them later. Sending out MP3s means you don't have to download it and you can listen to it on your phone, on the go, wherever, without taking ages to open up. We've heard from producers on interviews and personal DMs saying they prefer to be sent MP3s. A lot of times producers won't even open loops if they're in a WAV file, so don't even bother. We're going to go ahead and export it now. So if you're on FL, you're going to click here, WAV file. When you're labeling, make sure you've got a title for your loop, your BPM, and key. We also add our Instagram handle at the ends like this, so people know who the loop's from and where they can find us. You want to click save here, a little pop-up box will be here. Click MP3 as well, so you got MP3 and WAV saving at the same time. I'd click split mix of tracks, and then you can start exporting it. So once you've got them exported, I'd recommend putting the MP3 and WAV files in separate folders just to keep everything organized. So next you need to find producers' emails to send your loops out to. We think the best way is going onto YouTube, finding type beat producers, and getting their email from the description. However, we go more in depth into this method in the video link below on how to get more collab sales. So next, you've got to create a list for the producers that you send out to weekly. We like to do this through Google Sheets. On our Google Sheet here, this is our Travis X Don loop list, and we've got their names of the people, their email, number of collabs we've got in, number of collab sales, and when we're next sending. We have multiple email lists for different niches, for example, Gunner, Central C, where they all use the same format. These Google Sheets help you stay organized, and when we're comparing them to email marketing, it comes across as less spammy because you can personalize the messages to each person and build a relationship with each producer when you send their loops. Alright, next we're going to show you a secret tool that will make your email outreach way more efficient than it currently is. Alright, so what you want to do is search up mail track Chrome extension on Google. You want to click on mail track here. So you want to add this to Chrome like we have here, and then follow the steps to set it up. Okay, so once you got MailTrack, there's a cool thing you can do, which you send out campaigns. With the free version of MailTrack, you can send out campaigns to 5 people at a time. This will make your email outreach more efficient, and producers won't know that you're sending to other people at the same time. We like to make sure the producers and each campaign are very similar with their niche and their sound, so the message and the loops relate to them. So we're going to quickly show you how to make a campaign. So once you've installed MailTrack, you want to go down here. There should be a little tab called lists. You go new list. Let's say you're doing Travis Scott loops. You can label this Travis Scott loop 1. And here you add the emails of the producers. So we're not going to add that in. Let's just do abc@gmail.com. Alright, you can do up to 5 contacts on this, and then you want to go create list. Alright, once you've done that, there's a little option up here. So you want to select your Travis Scott loop, create campaign. From here, you can add your subject, your text, and your loops. Now that your campaigns are ready, it's time to set up your email. Subject line, it needs to be catchy. You want it so producers want to open it. If your subject line just says week 1 loops, week 2 loops, it just gets boring. You'll get left in spam. Just don't be gay. Here's an example of the subject line that we've used. It may come across as a bit weird, but it covers that we're doing guitar loops, it covers the Travis Scott X Don Toliver niche, and it's got something a little bit, weird, funny that people are going to click on. Some people are going to see this and, put you in spam, but the majority of people are going to find it pretty funny and they'll use your loops if they're hard. We've noticed a huge increase of people opening the emails since we've been doing subject lines like this. We've even had a producer repost it on the Instagram story because they thought it was so funny. Look at this fucking subject line. Open these unique guitar loops
or you're a virgin.
Motherfuckers baited me now. For your main text, you just want to have a short message that gets straight to the point. So for our text, we just got a short one sentence line that's straight to the point. Enjoy these, bro. Beat stars and credit and photos in the terms. Your main text shouldn't be an essay. It should just be a sentence or two that gets the point to the producers. All you need to worry about is a good subject line and good loops. After all, that's all producers are looking for. As you can see on our screen here, we've got this little sender notified by mail track. You can remove that easily for free and just exit out of here. And then it won't have that little watermark at the bottom once you've sent your loops. So we've uploaded our terms, our tag, and 3 loops here. It's important you have your tag and terms in there and a call to action in the text to get producers to actually read the terms. Otherwise, you're gonna get ripped off. Attachments on Gmail have a limit of 25 megabytes before they're sent as a Google Drive link. So make sure you send your loops that are under 25 megabytes total before you send your terms and tag. That way they won't get sent as a Google Drive link and people won't have to download them. This email looks good. It's time to send it off. It's good if you could find the producer on Instagram and hit them up with a follow-up message letting them know that you've sent them some loops. This may increase your chances of them seeing your loops. One bonus tip that we found works really well is staying active in Instagram comments, YouTube comments, and just liking and replying to stories. These things will help you to get a better reputation and be known by other producers as just being a fucking G that supports others. Alright boys, hope you got a few gems from this video. We definitely know if we had all this information from when we first started doing loops, we'd probably be a billionaire right now.
I would have had this when I was maybe 20, I probably would be a billionaire right now.
If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. Feel free to hit us up on Instagram with anything. We'll do our best to help you guys out. Finally, guys, we just want to say we really appreciate all the support you guys are showing us. We've got some mad content coming up over the next couple months. Stay tuned, you guys are gonna love it. Hit that subscribe button, boys. Like the video. See you in the next video.